And here we are, blue corner, Egli. Boogeyman, Richie Martinez. Talk about the man. You want to know a popular guy who people like to see? The Boogeyman. Oh, by the way, Gio. I had made a comment at the last event, tag team match, you and your brother versus the Healy brothers. I never heard from you, but I did hear from the Healy brothers. They're in. All right. More pressing matters at hand for the Martinez family. Just big brother Richie is on bottom. Ben Egli on top. Talked to some guys who have taken on Boogie before. And they say that he is deceptive and that the entire match, you have a feeling that you can beat him. You will have a feeling when you're getting certain positions. You will have a feeling with some of the resistance that he offers that you have a chance to, Boogie's starting to look for something here. Ben Egli having to give up position, rolling around. Ben Egli needs to get this arm free. The ultimate answer to solving this problem is posture. Yeah, you see the problems with getting to that solution. Both of Boogie's arms, a manipulation of your shoulder joint. You see the problem. I mean, ultimately, though, if Egli can start to clear one thing at a time and just create separation, it'll free his shoulder. I have a teammate, Brent Primus. It's exactly what Brent does. Oh, Boogie's going for a submission here. Very uncommon. Haven't seen that since Nick Diaz finished a Go-Go Plata in Pride. Go-Go Plata attempt there by Richie Martinez. Many of Richie's opponents have all said he's very deceptive in that you feel within the match that there's an opportunity for you. You feel as though he's resisting at a level that you can counter for a period of time. That he will not use a lot of strength, that you feel as though you can overpower him. And then there's a shift in the match. And the common opponents will say there's a shift in the match where you start to realize flexibility and mobility is becoming an issue. And then they say as you get towards the end of the match, you start to realize that he chose to not use strength and that he's got a lot more strength towards the end of the actual muscle, actual horsepower than he shows you early on. And as I watch back as a viewer, I can see that. I can see it in many of his matches where he is compromised positionally early on. And he'll use techniques and he'll use strategies and he'll use flexibility, but I see where he won't use that actual strength. I had a gentleman I used to compete with. And it seemed like every Saturday I was in the ring with this guy. His name was Jeremy Horn. And I would very much say those same things about Jeremy Horn. He was stronger than he would show you early, just from a physical standpoint. He had the techniques and the strategies, but there was an actual strength that he elected to not use. Boy, Egli's doing everything right. Both of his knees are on the ground. We saw a match earlier tonight where I was putting a big emphasis on the right knee being up there. Egli's bringing it up a little bit here. As he starts to engage, but there he put his knee down. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with what Egli's doing. I'm just offering for you that when you engage, if you can bring that knee in. Okay, Egli steps over and hooks it there. Boy, Egli's crafty. You got to be crafty to go with Boogie, period. And I'm not even talking about beat him. If you're going to get minutes with Richie Martinez, you got to know what the heck you're doing out there. Egli's doing a very good job. Egli's also got Boogie pinned to the fence here. Trying to see, okay. Egli sits back. Now, he's not going to finish a straight footlock on Boogie, but that doesn't mean that technique wasn't beautiful. Look at how Boogie comes to the wrist. A lot of pressure there by Egli. a straight, okay, Egli's starting to transition to a heel hook. I think it's a little too late. On a straight footlock, when I come out and tell you ahead of time you're not going to finish Richie Martinez. That doesn't mean those don't hurt. But the high-level jiu-jitsu guys, as a point of honor, will not surrender due to pain. They will surrender at the threat of injury, but they will not surrender at the existence of pain. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So we haven't seen this position yet, guys. This is a straight arm bar. Notice how Richie Martinez has one hand on the mat. That's per the rules. Notice how he comes under the leg. That is a variation within the EBI rules. Okay, a tap out. And I'm seeing a clock in the corner, the overtime clock, which is relevant and extremely helpful because it appears that we have 7 seconds. So, Ben Egli, 7. That's funny. Well, good job, Ben. Okay, so guys, look what Ben Egli is up against. Ben Egli is going to take the armbar. Ben Egli must submit Martinez. If time elapses or Martinez gets free, we are done here. It does not matter how fast Egli submits him necessarily. If he can find a submission, you move on to stanza number 2, but this one comes to a conclusion before I got the thought out. I like that overtime position by Egli, by the way. He had such little time to work with because of what he was up against per the 7-second submission. I like how he brought his legs over. All right, Ben Egli once again proves why he's a black belt, and Boogie once again proves why he is a legend. Kevin Keeney.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by armbar submission at 7 seconds in the top half of overtime round number 1, Richie the Boogeyman Martinez.
All right.